I find this silly, extremely silly, like to the max level of silliness, frivolous, if you will. But yesterday, I did a video talking about this WATA graded Castlevania Rondo of Blood for the PC Engine CD that was graded 9.2. It's authentic. It's listed on eBay for nearly $4,000. And it's a reproduction. We looked at it, we compared it to other PCEWorks reproductions and to legit copies. We have all the evidence to back it up. And I'm not the only one making these claims. It's all over social media from various other people. I'm sure there's probably other YouTube videos talking about this by now. There's articles being posted, all sorts of stuff. And my intentions with the video was to just bring this to, public light. Let people know, like, hey, be careful with these WATA graded games because you don't know what you're getting. Really inspect it because this is an obvious repro that is being sold. Very obvious when you look at all the fine details that point to that it's a PCEWorks reproduction. It's ridiculous. So it just kind of shows like what's going on with WATA. Now, what I woke up to this morning just had me scratching my head. I was baffled. Like, really? I'm being threatened with a lawsuit because of this video? What? So the eBay seller of this particular listing of the WATA graded Castlevania Rondo of Blood has decided to send me a little message that, I woke up this morning and I was like, what is really going on? The message is right here. I did remove his name from there. That's the only thing that I edited out. But this is exactly what he sent me. Didn't send it through a lawyer, nothing like that. He sent it just like this. Dear YouTube member ID Madlittlepixel, I am writing because you recently made defamatory statements about me, my company, and me. I ask that you immediately retract these statements, remove all social media, including the video link below on YouTube. On January 5th, 2023, your published statements are libel and defamatory. Your statements located at, and he lists the link to the video. Hurt my profession and business, which is known as defamation per se. So he's accusing me of making false accusations towards him. Now, if you watch that video, you would know, like I've already said, really the intent of it was to shed light on this situation with WATA. And unfortunately, it had to be that particular eBay listing. And in that video, I never made any claim to this guy knowingly doing anything. Quite the contrary, actually. I specifically stated that I have no clue, there's no way to know for sure if this individual who's selling this knows that it's a reproduction or not. That's just the way it was. I said it multiple times. I can't make any accusations. It's possible that he could have just came across these things and thought they were legit and are selling them. Who knows? Maybe he bought it already graded, just got a couple of these things, posted it out there. They look legit. Boom, let's see what happens type of thing. I don't know. Never made any accusations towards this individual, knowing or unknowing. More, like, hey, maybe he doesn't know. That's it, right? But he goes on to state, I take my reputation very seriously. To avoid litigation, there is the threat, if I don't comply, he's going to sue me. You must immediately retract these statements and remove all pertaining social media, including the video link below on YouTube on January 5th, 2023. After you've done this, please email me at your email address stating that you have done so. Thanks for your prompt attention to this matter. I had to brew on this a bit. I really had to brew on this because it just doesn't make sense to me. This is not the first time I've gotten messages like this from people who don't like a video that I've uploaded and they want me to take it down. A lot of times it's just like, hey, if I just go to the extreme, maybe this person will be scared and remove the video. No, I'm prepared. If this guy wants to litigate, we's going to litigate because in order for him to prove defamation, he's got to prove that the information that I shared is demonstrably false. Can he do that? No, he cannot. Can we demonstrate that these are, in fact, reproductions? Yes, we can. I cannot demonstrate that he knows or doesn't know one way or the other what he's selling. I can't explain that. But what the physical object that is being sold is a reproduction. There's plenty of people out there who have pointed out all the signs to tell, comparing it to originals, all that good stuff that, hey, everything is pointing to that this is in fact a PCEWorks reproduction. The statements that I made in these videos, they were made in good faith and they were done in order to, protect public interest. Reproductions of, rare and expensive games being sold knowingly or unknowingly can cause harm to the community as a whole, to the potential buyer. Somebody buys this thing who's a collector, what are they going to do when they find out that it's a reproduction after they spent all that money? Sue the person who sold it to them? Maybe. File a claim? I don't know. But I do feel that, the statements that I made, the assessment that I made of the legitimacy of this Castlevania game listed on eBay were fair. I provided examples, right? I documented showing that I do in fact believe these items were not authentic. So I didn't make any malicious claims. I provided evidence in order to inform the public. I would hate to see somebody buy something like this for this expensive price and get duped, knowingly or unknowingly on both parties' sides, right? But for somebody to approach me this way, I just find ridiculous. Like if you message me like, hey, look, how do you know for sure that it's a reproduction? Or like, hey, I didn't know it was a reproduction. We can go from there. We can discuss things. Like, if you're going to threaten litigation against me, have your lawyer, contact me. Don't be sending these emails out trying to scare somebody because I'm prepared. This ain't my first rodeo, homie. It's just, I find it ridiculous, man. If you're knowingly or unknowingly doing something, if you get educated on it, just move on from there. Why do you have to threaten people? You just bring more attention to the situation as a whole. This person, they have some listings up on eBay that are a little, iffy. And it's a good thing to inform the public about this. And like I said, my initial intentions were about WATA and how they are grading things that should not be graded. They should not be grading reproductions. They claim that, they do all this work to authenticate, to, have this whole scale and whatnot. Yet these things keep happening. They're not the only ones that this happens with as far as grading. There's been, bootlegs of other things graded as far as trading cards go, sports memorabilia. It happens all the time. These companies have to learn, like, how do you have this professional service? And there's just evidence time and time again that there are these huge flaws in the process that just don't make sense, that cause people to lose confidence in the authentication process that they have in place. It's baffling to me. But yeah, I'm not retracting my statements. I did not make any defamatory statements towards this individual. I can back up the claims that I made concerning the legitimacy of the product that is being sold. That's just where it's at. So litigate, cool, let's go for it. I'm not backing down on this one. It's just not going to happen. Appreciate you guys watching. Let me know what you think. Bye.